All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are live with another video. What's up, what's up, what's up? We are here yet again with another video. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I got on this small shirt, but I like it. It makes me look all buff. All right, we got a show to do. This is our official review of SWV Xscape. I believe this is episode 3. All right, so this is our review. So y'all come on in the chat, hello, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let us get right into it, man. I want to hold y'all up when they're talking about these shows because we got a lot to discuss in this episode. And then we, of course, will open up the phone lines and let you all call in. Let's talk about it. This is Xscape, an SWV show. Y'all know it comes on Bravo TV. Great entertainment. We're going to dive into what really happened into this episode. Now, this is a Bravo new hit, SWV and Xscape, the queens of R&B. Okay, now I'm going to catch y'all up on this episode. The two iconic groups decided to collaborate together for an upcoming show in Canada. The members of SWV and Tamar Johnson-George, Leedy and Coco. We all know Kandi as the lead singer of Xscape. But now we get the opportunity to learn about the other members of this exclusive group, Tiny Harris, Tamika Scott, and her evil sister, as they call her, Tasha Scott. In this episode, we begin with Tiny dancing with her kids on the porch. I mean, that's an Xscape. I love her kids. She got money. And you can dance like that when you got some money. When you rich, you can dance, okay? She was dancing on the porch with her kids while Kandi checks on her son, Ace, YouTube subscribers. And Ace YouTube subscriber, he got a lot of subscribers, right? And also he got a hands up. He is the son of Kandi Burrs, all right? She's a media genius. She's always about those coins. She's always about those clicks and views. So it's real easy for him. I'm just worried about the kids that's in the project. Shaquita and them with 2 kids with 2 different baby daddies, about her kids being on social media, so they may not have that up and coming thing. Now you got Tamika. She was cooking with her daughter, and Ty or Tamara meets up with Latasha at the National Museum of African American Music. I didn't even know they had a National Museum of African American Music. Didn't know they had it. So then he gets to, after greeting the 2 ladies, walked around to check around the museum as Latasha reminisces in her confessional about bonding with Taj in the past, all right? The ladies discussed the impact of NWA Straight Outta Compton and Latasha gospel roots. Taj revealed back when Destiny Child was up and coming, the group used to be super fans of SWV and that SWV used to take them along to autograph signings. That's really good. I'm glad that they really diving into that. Beyonce have not always been Beyonce, and not talking about Beyonce or the other members of the group, that they were fans of SWV, because you got to remember, SWV was that group back in the day. They was hot back in the day. So Latasha the space, the Xscape showcase, and Latasha is grateful for the legacy she's leaving behind. Taj and Latasha sat down to chat, and Taj wanted to know what's the issue between Latasha and her sister Tamika. Latasha tells Taj that she felt body shame. Now let's get into this. Body shame. This is her sister. Body shame by Tamika, which is that Latasha's sister. Okay, they was running a joke about Latasha or Tasha having a small butt in the group. I'm like, I don't understand that. You got a a small butt in a group, a small butt. So, you know, she was talking about that, telling her experience. Latasha tells Todd about the argument at their mom's house, and Tasha can sense that there's more to the story than Latasha is letting on. Tasha wants the sisters to get back to the beginning, and Tasha admits that having a meeting for a solo deal. Tasha's surprised, and Tasha asks Latasha if she plans on leaving the group because she got a gospel deal. And by the way, homegirl can sing. I'm listening to her gospel roots and give me a shot. I don't care what nobody say. Oh my gosh, that woman can sing. I am such a huge, iconic fan of this woman's voice. And I'm not even going to act like I was such a huge fan of hers back in the day, right? Because I was young when they were out. I was a kid. But the name of her album is called The Invitation, A Conversation with God. And I thought Stay With Me was my song. I'm yours. Something like that. But I'm Yours is another single off her album. Latasha, she can sing. She may be an evil sister. She may be stolen the money from her sister, which I believe. But a homegirl in that gospel album can sing. All right. I just want to tell you that right now. Okay. Tasha claims she wants to step out and experience freedom, but I think it's clear Latasha's ego is inflated. Meanwhile, Coco meets up with her friend, Tamaya and Troy at a local restaurant to catch up. After ordering drinks, Thre inquires about what the ladies have been up to and give Coco props on the 30th anniversary of SWV debut album. The fans are also excited about SWV and Xscape upcoming show, and Coco besties are excited to go. Thre asks how Coco's doing. Coco states her mental health has been good. In 2017, Coco was diagnosed with bipolar depression and explains her mood swings come in waves, and she sought help after she complicated of offing somebody, deleting somebody, right? Coco glad she got help and love how much she have grown over the years. Coco was put on medication. She felt like it helped, but it recognized it's a struggle every day. When that sister said that, I was like, I'm not by myself. When she posted that she battled with bipolar, I was reminded of my story. I was reminded of me and my whole deal being diagnosed and how I have to take medicine probably for the rest of my life. I look at that and I teared up because though I did not want to harm somebody or delete somebody, I wanted to harm myself at one point. And I appreciate people are here and giving their thoughts on this. But when I saw this story, I was emotionally just to the point because I don't think people understand how much a challenge it is to be diagnosed with bipolar and be a public figure. Because some days I have good days, some days I have bad days, but most of them are good now because I'm medicated. And so I don't have to walk around and hearing the voices and being depressed. I remember a time where I didn't want to bathe, when I didn't want to eat. And so I love the fact that, you know, Coco explained that in this show and she was honest about it. And I appreciate that because you don't find too many people that willing to be vulnerable in the show and to tell their story. So I personally would like to say, wow, thank you for sharing your experience with us and telling the world what you've been through because it's going to encourage somebody. And this is why I always tell my experience about that. So I just had to just say that, okay? I just had to say that because, I mean, it was just off the chain. It was off the chain. It was off the chain, and I enjoyed the show, all right? So I want to move on from that part of the show because that made me tear up. The crew laughed and made raunchy jokes about we see Leedy and the ladies of SWV prepared for upcoming show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thai plane was delayed, but she was able to make it to Pittsburgh with the rest of the members of SWV. Ty is struggling due to the lack of sleep and reminisces on the good days when she was young and she could eat what she wanted. Oh, yes. The ladies of SWV felt blessed that the fans want to see them perform back in Atlanta. Tamika cooking in preparation for a visit from her mama dearest to catch you to speed. Let me catch you, okay? Latasha and Tamika are beefing, okay, due to Latasha and her husband, Rocky, allegedly stealing over $30,000 of Tamika's royalties. Okay. Tamika claimed that their mother stood by Latasha and never admitted Latasha did anything wrong. Mama clearly has a favorite and Tamika isn't it. Mama Gloria arrives and Tamika is already on edge for what's to come. Mama Gloria hesitantly comes inside the two sit down to eat before getting down to business. Mama Gloria tells Tamika that her heart's broken from their last altercation, and Mama Gloria wants to know what's really going on between Tamika, Tasha, and herself. Tamika tells Mama Gloria that she shows favoritism to Latasha. Tamika's eyes are down as she tells her mom that she allowed Latasha to express herself, and Mama Gloria immediately fired back that Latasha doesn't disrespect her. Mama Gloria tells Tamika that she's wrong for speaking to her crazy and proclaims herself as the fifth member of Xscape. Mama Gloria is giving herself praise for putting the mic in her daughter's hand and feel like she's entitled to do whatever she pleases. Mama Gloria continues yelling as Tamika keeps her face down and stays quiet. In her confessional, Tamika thinks her mother doesn't like her because she's a daddy's girl, and that Mama Gloria still hasn't forgiven Tamika's father for walking out on them. Okay, Tamika admits after the divorce of her family, when her mom and dad split, struggle that she doesn't believe her mother has healed yet. Mama Gloria is still yelling about respect as Latasha stares straight ahead. Mama Gloria calls herself a secret member and claims she keeps Latasha and Tamika together. Tamika tells Mama Gloria that she always telling her she's wrong and that she's not always wrong. Mama Gloria claims Tamika crushed by Tamika's comments, and Tamika holds her own by stating Rocky inserts himself in her business. Mama Gloria tries to guilt trip Tamika, and Tamika apologizes for disrespecting her mama, but wishes she would defend her like she defended Latasha. Okay. Tamika tells her mother that she required to respect if she can't get that what she's going to have a step from their relationship. Mama Gloria acts confused, but because Mama Gloria acts confused, but goes to console Tamika when she begins to cry. Mama Gloria tells Tamika she loves her and offers an apology while telling Tamika she's there for her. The two women hug it out. I'm glad Tamika put her foot down. Now, when I saw that scene, I immediately looked at a relationship with a mother having a favorite child. People need to realize parents do have favorite children, but I don't think the parents understand when you have a favorite child, you put the two daughters against each other, Tamika and Latasha. And yes, I knew that it had to be something with the father because some of these whack mothers out here that the husband leave and they take it out on the children. That ain't her fault, Mama Gloria, that your man left you and divorced you. That's not Tamika's fault. And I want parents and mothers and fathers, stop giving your child a favorite and then you putting the kids against each other. You take off for one child and you want to throw away the other. That ain't the kid's fault that the divorce happened. All right? So maybe your punani was rough and dry. Who knows? Or you could have the most wettest punani and the man will still cheat on you. So I want to break that down. But parents, please don't have a favorite child because you see the end result of this. You see a grown woman, she cried. And she said, Mama, you never was there for me. Mama, you always picked Tasha's side and you never had my side. And in the previous episode, and even when she talked about it on her YouTube channel, she said, Mama, always they team up on me. And the only reason why I had my sister's back because I love her, but also my mom pretty much wasn't on my back and coming at me wrong sideways. She showed me so much love because I always had a sister back. Now, Mama Gloria, I understand what you're talking about, that you are the fifth member of Xscape. That is the delusion, because you're not the fifth member of Xscape. You were never a member of Xscape. You birthed the daughters in Xscape, yes, but you are a mother, but you're not the fifth member. So for you saying that is wrong. It was your daughter's talent that got them where they at today, not because you were the fifth member. I don't even know if you know how to sing, and I'm not gonna come at you hard because I love Tamika and I love Tasha. Both of those sisters are very talented, but I hope one day those sisters will come together, sit at the table, have a conversation with each other, because life is small. Life is only here for a season. Life is only here for a part of a season. Life is only here. So you will be here today and gone later today. So make sure that you having a conversation with your sister and you all can resolve the issues, because you don't want to look at that casket and they close the lid and you have this whole built up aggression with your daughter and or with your sister, and sister is gone, and then you have to sit at that funeral in all that black, and then you have to go and drive to the cemetery. You're going to be hurt because you did not get to make up with your sister before she leaves. So please, for the sanctity of sisterhood, call your sister and while you still can, and talk to your sister while you still can, and have that conversation. Now, this should have never been on the show. This matter should have been handled privately. And if you did steal the money, Tasha, if you did steal it, Tasha, I believe you need to pay that money back, because it's the right thing to do. Because if Tamika wanted to be dirty, she could have easily pressed charges on you, is what I'm saying, in my humble opinion. Okay? So that was that. And so I just had to put that out there. So the next day, Kandi's hanging out at her home with her cousin as she await Taj visit. Taj arrives looking beautiful as she greets Kenyatta and tells Kandi about her trip to the Africa 2 weeks ago. Taj has a great time, but wants to tell Kandi about her meeting with Natasha. Taj tells Kandi about Natasha meeting with the Motown and Natasha thinking of beginning her solo career. Kandi shocked but not surprised, because Natasha tried the same thing years ago to no avail. Okay? And if you all don't remember, Natasha doing a third album. Natasha wanted a solo project. She negotiated a deal that she had to promote with the group for a month, and then she had to do her solo project. And then Kandi explained on Speak On It. Let me do that again. Speak on it. Let me do it one more time. Speak on it. All right, on Speak On It, they had she had a conversation to her audience, and she said yes. Tasha came out and said, hey, I wanted a solo project, and she felt like she was creating issues with the group, so she could lay the foundation of starting a solo project. And you already know in the previous episode, she felt like Kandi stopped her from releasing her debut project. And then Kandi explained on the show that she got her, Kandi had got released her album, but she's on a whole nother label. And she said that Tasha album not coming out, that's her fault, with her label that she was on at the time. Kandi said, I had nothing to do with it. And also, Kandi also told her fans to go and purchase the song, and also go and purchase her album that's coming out. Now, let's move on. Kandi tells Tasha tried this before and begun treating the members of Xscape like trash and acting like she didn't need them anymore. In her confessional, Tasha revealed Coco did the same thing when she attempted her solo career back in the day, so she could relate to Kandi's frustration. Tasha hoped the ladies can come to one accord, but the vision won't stop if she's absent. Tasha invited Xscape to SWV rehearsal so the ladies can talk things out. Let's hope for the best. Okay? Not really. The evening, and her son, Kyrie, I hope I said his name right, goes to Slit Coffee and Wine Bar after they order and drinks. Leedy gives her son props on his musical journey and hypes up his skills in her confessionals. Leedy wants Kyrie to hustle, but acknowledge he's solely relying on her resources to make it. Leedy begins telling Kyrie, okay, about the erotic audiobook she's writing. Kyrie wonders if Leedy is going to reveal personal stories in her book. Kyrie likes that his mother is tapping into her creative side, and Leedy wants to continue expressing herself. In her confessional, Leedy discussed how hard it was once SWV broke up and all the sacrifice she had to make to ensure her kids were straight. And Leedy reveals she used to sleep in her car and talks about her time driving around New York and sleeping in the Yankee Stadium parking lot. Leedy ended up going back to school and building her life up from the bottom, and now she's back. Yeah, she really got into that, and I'm really glad she put it out there. And then also, I'm going to buy her book because she released a book about her life. The name of that book, for those that do not know, I'm going to put it in here because she did write a book. And the name of that book, it is called I Regret the Day I Lost My Virginity. You Are Not Your Past. Okay. So she wrote that book, and that book was released. It's like $20 on Amazon. And so that's Lily. She wrote Leanne, that's the book that she wrote, and it's like $20. Okay. Now Lily tells Kyrie that he can't skip the process, and once he gets to the other side, he's going to feel great about himself. The next day, Tasha in the studio working as she reminisces about the meeting with Motown. Although Tasha hasn't signed a contract, she has an extra pep in her step and excited for what's to come. As Tasha sings in the booth, her husband Rocky awkwardly dances to the beat after Rocky makes a tasteless enemy joke. Yeah, it was very tasteless. And he's been accused of hitting her. But anyway, that was tasteless, like making that. Natasha gives the crew a break in order to talk with Rocky. Rocky jokes about hopping on the mic as Tasha tells him about Kandi inviting the girls to the SWV rehearsal. Tasha's unsure if she's going to attend the meeting where Rocky thinks Tamika doesn't want to mend things because she is accused of stealing money from her. Rocky asks Tasha if she told Xscape about her solo album, and of course she hasn't. Tasha claims she's keeping it quiet because she wants to make sure the deal happens before she says anything. Later, Coco's home chatting with her son, Jalen, as he reveals he doesn't want to go back to school. Apparently, Jalen was studying to become a dentist, but now Jalen wants to pursue a singing career. Coco's not happy and wonders why Jalen wants to drop out since he was doing so well. Coco tells Jalen that he's going back to college because she's paying for it, and it meant she's nor the other son ever got a chance to go to college. Okay. Jalen looks defeated as Coco continues not listening to him and suggests Jalen sing on the weekends. Coco acknowledged the lack of black dentists in the film, but Jalen tells Coco that he's not going to sacrifice his happiness for the people around him. Coco wants Jalen to tell his grandmother, and the two call to share the news, and Jalen spilled the beans in his grandmother, and surprisingly, grandmother is on Coco's side. Grandma tells Jalen isn't old enough to know what he wants. As Jalen began crying, Grandma invites Jalen over so they can talk, and Jalen suggests taking a year off to contemplate his next move. Now, I understand what Jalen is talking about. He want to be a singer. But let's look in this camera. Give me a second. You can't sing. I ain't trying to come at you wrong. And hold up. I know some of y'all gonna say, Wiley, you mean, but bruh, you stay in dentist school learning how to take cavities out of people's mouth and do a teeth whitening. Because I gotta tell you again, you can't sing. I'ma say it again. You can't sing. I don't know who told you that. I need your mama to be honest with you, baby. Don't quit your day job. You stay in school. You become that dentist because you are not going to have no career as a singer because you can't sing. He opened up singing to his audience and he sounded a hot mess. So I just have to say that. I know people ain't going to like that. Well, you shouldn't be saying that. That's mean. But I'm honest. So why can't you try to get out here and you can't sing enough to be a successful singer? Stay right as a dentist. Okay? Get somewhere and sit down. Sound a hot mess. And you can hit a couple of little notes, but it's not enough for you to make it in this industry. No. And then you too effeminate. And you put all that gloss on your lips. There is no lane for you. Because black folks is so indoctrinated in the fact that a black man can't be effeminate with lip gloss and grease on their lips. So I don't really see African Americans coming to your concert, you been effeminate with lip gloss and nails. I don't see that them coming out and supporting your career. I don't necessarily see all that heavy olive oil grease on your lips. I don't see them actually supporting your career. I could be wrong. But these are just my thoughts. Those are my ears. Now, he may be decent for you, and that's between you. But from my ears, he sounded a hot mess. Okay? So I know a lot of people got a lot of things to say, but these are just my thoughts. Okay? Now, let's read a little bit more. So then later, SWV are rehearsing as the manager Dan discussing a potential tour for the next year, and the ladies seem excited. Dan wants the lady to figure out their moves with Xscape, and Todd tells the group that Xscape's ready to move forward with or without Tasha. Kandi chatting with Tiny as she drives SWV rehearsal and reveals she told Tiny about Tasha's solo career. Xscape arrives at SWV rehearsal, and once everyone sit down, Tasha begins by asking how everyone is doing. Tasha wants to discuss the plan moving forward and suggests the ideas of FWV and Xscape hosting one big show together. Tasha asks for a show of hands of everyone down beside Tasha. Tasha reluctantly puts her hand down, and Dan discusses the timeline, all right? So Kandi wants to know who's headlining. Dan thinks the group can co-headline. Kandi speaks up and thinks Xscape should headline, and Coco is not happy. Tasha believes best to co-headline, and Leedy thinks the ladies should focus on collaborating instead of being egotistical, okay? Kandi doesn't want to disrespect SWV and tells the lady that Xscape has a bigger fan base, and Tosh wants to continue co-headlining. It doesn't look like the ladies are agreeing anytime soon. Leedy and Coco goes to the bathroom. Soon Coco verbalized her frustration, said, I sold 30 million records, B, and Tosh feel disrespected. Looks like the drama just beginning, okay? And I want to say, I get what they're talking about, SWV. I understand SWV. I get it, and I get it what Xscape is talking about. But SWV, we know Tiny and Kandi because of shows. So they got a bigger platform. So y'all need to humble y'allself and open up for Xscape. We know Xscape. We know them more than we know SWV. I'm talking about the general public that's buying tickets. Because half the fans that were supporting you, they out there, but these newer fans know Xscape more than SWV because the successes of Kandi, the lies, hers being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then Tiny is being on the show The Family Business with her husband T.I. So people probably know them more than they know SWV. I'm just being honest. Even though SWV sold more records, but that was years ago. It's about who is more relevant, who is more awesome and more, you know what I'm saying, predictable to sell more tickets, and that will bring more butts in the seats. And I believe that Xscape puts more butts in the seat. That's just my honest opinion. I know y'all ain't gonna like it, but I believe again that Xscape put more butts in the seats. And you may not agree with it, but we agree with it. So of course, Kandi responded and said, though we did not headline in the 90s, things have changed. We've been headlining for the past 6 months. She put that out there that she's been headlining for the past 6 months. So I'm just being real with you all over social media, because it is the right thing to do in this situation, and I'm just being honest, okay? Now, I understand the whole thing, co-headlining. I get that. They can co-headline, but we could have Xscape headline the tour. But, you know, the businessman and Wiley, let's meet in the middle, and let's do the co-headlining. Now, that was going on with this show. Now, let's go and switch gears here in our other topic here, and then we'll drop the link if anybody want to call in and give their thoughts. Let's talk about it. Tamar and allegedly said she was threatened by a peach, but no one knew. But it was Kandi. So Kandi threatened Tamar that she was going to do something to her, and the husband threatened her as well. And all of these type of things. I'm hearing that Kandi said Tamar looked like a muffet, a puppet, like a muffet puppet, and all of these type of things. And I don't know why they can't really get along. And you already know Tamar got this show and Success trying to come back and got a music career coming back. And I just don't understand it. And Tamar is have a right to explain it. And Kandi, every man loves a woman, is the same woman that had an issue with T.S. Madison and Kaya and kicked them out of the arena. So I just don't understand it at all. I hope they get it together. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Tamar. Tamar follows me on Twitter. She's an awesome sister. She's getting married to a white man because black men did her wrong and had a small peen and was doing her wrong. So what do black women do when they get cheated on by black men all the time? They flip to the white man, to their master, and that's exactly what they do. Ain't nothing wrong with the man probably eating at the box real good, or it's just probably all promotion for that show, Queen's Court. So we would see how it go, and then we could just even break that down with the baby mama being upset at Tamar for being around her ex-husband and how she's not a good woman. She probably called the woman all type of N-words and colors, all the Negroes and, all them words. She probably said all them type of words towards Tamar. So that's what typically happens when you have a relationship and you get cheated on by a black man, you typically go to a white man. It just really, really happens. That's how black women are. They typically goes to a white man and they get tired. They've been cheated on by a black man. They made these bad decisions, marrying these type of men, and they get all mad. And here they I want to marry a white man. I want a white man. That's exactly what they do. Because if you look at their history, they had black men cheating on them all day long. Instead of them using the right spirit for themselves of finding a good black man, they decide to go find master. They get on the plantation and they go and they date master. That's their decision. That's their prerogative and everything like that. And they date one of the white men that's more financially secured and all of that because they slept with the black man. The black man did them wrong and didn't really treat them right. So they decided to say, hey, I'm going to go out there and date a white man. So that's typically what they do as people. And I know y'all probably disagree, but these are just my thoughts. So we have dropped the link and we are here. Hello, good morning, Star. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Good morning. I just wanted to come up and say a few things. First, with the mother and Tamika, I knew that there was something like a deeper issue, and the father, I guess, leaving the mother is really why she doesn't like Tamika, which is sad. I have personally experienced that with my sister and my mother, but the way I came to terms with it is just realizing, like you said, most parents has a favorite child. Ultimately, you don't know what, especially with Tasha being the first child. Same in my situation, my sister is older. I just had to realize, like, maybe my mother would, like, maybe that being her first child, that baby coming into her life at that time, like, changed her life. So I'm just thinking, like, maybe that's the same with the mother with that situation. It's unfortunate, but most women will die brokenhearted, whether it be from situations with their mothers, situations with their fathers, situations with these men. That's just the facts of life. You just got to figure out a way to cope with it and deal with it. Um, Moving on to Kandi and Tamar. Tamar is a mess. I can believe that Todd did say, because she went live this morning, I can believe that Todd did say she know what it is. I don't really consider that as Todd trying to fight Tamar, though. That's where I have the issue with it. She also said that her husband checked Todd at another event. If Todd did say that to her, I think that is wrong, but at the same time, it's totally different from Tamar saying that Todd tried to fight her. Secondly, a lot of people are saying that Kandi is greedy, but in the same breath, people was also saying they couldn't believe how Leely went broke. So I think we have to give Kandi a little bit more like grace because clearly she knows how to keep a coin. We ain't never heard about Kandi sleeping in no car.
And you got and let's be clear, a lot of those artists had bad contracts and they wasn't getting enough money, even though they may sold, you know what I'm saying, millions of records. But let's be clear, let's go back to like TLC. They had all that, made a lot of money for the label, but in
Hmm.
reality, they got scraps because you got to split the money between what, three ladies?
But let's be clear, most people just outside of artists, most people just don't know money management. If you give the average person 100,000 right now, they're gonna be broke in a week or two. That's just the facts of life. So I would much rather Kandi sticking with the business like she did. Like, hey, wait a minute. Although you guys may have sold more records or whatever, she stated in her speak on it that Xscape's fee is way more than SWV's. So with that being said, she's like, I'm not about to lowball myself to make y'all feel comfortable, which I get. Like at the end of the day, people want to have selective outrage or want to just be fake about it. Y'all talk about Lily going broke, but then y'all mad at Kandi for trying to keep the coin. I'm confused.
Well, you know, Kandi get a lot of flack because a lot of people are jealous
Yes,
of the
and they
fact,
just don't want to admit it.
yeah, that Kandi got all that money because how Kandi made the bulk of her money, of course, television, but she written a lot of hit records. Like
Hmm.
No Scrubs, that she gets a good coin off of
Yes.
that song, co-writing that show, and then also media, and then she's on YouTube. Like she's been relevant in the culture because she's doing things to stay relevant, and a lot of them from that they don't want to have a YouTube channel now. You got Tamika finally really posted on hers and getting that interaction. But the rest of the girls, they don't know how to take advantage of the moment and take advantage of this show. And Kandi, let's be clear, Kandi had so many shows
Yep.
on Bravo. Let's be really clear. And they paid her really nice. So her bank account is fat.
Yeah, and she seems to be real frugal. She's still staying in that same house that Kim said was the ghetto. Like a lot of the girls want to, try to find something to say about Kandi. The only thing they can say is Todd, that Todd is living off of her, blah blah blah. But other than that, they really cannot say anything else. And I really think it just boils down to jealousy. Tamar should not have spoke on the situation with Carlos King trying to steal their life story because let's be clear, if Carlos King did that to Tamar and her sister, she would have a problem. Period.
She would have a problem, period. And I agree with you on there. And that's why when I had this conversation with someone earlier, I said Carlos King is what I call a thief in the night. You know,
Uh,
he's the type of person that if he see an opportunity, he's going to take it and he's going to use it for his benefit. So I did say that, and it was wrong for him. And I have to say allegedly because I
yeah,
wasn't there
legend.
or whatever, but I could just say he's a bunch of crap because you don't supposed to be out here stealing somebody, life rights. I think that's disgusting. I think that's wrong to do. When I look at this situation, I'm just being honest. I don't think that's right for anybody to steal someone's life story because you're right. If he did that to Tamar and for Tamar and everything like that, she would be crying, especially if he did that and call her a puppet. She would be crying like she did on the real. So we got to be honest on that. You got to be real honest on that. And I get why Tamar is doing this because she got to do something that stay relevant. And I think she's kissing Carlos King butt because she want him to produce her a show. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And so to help her to rebuild her career. So I get it, but just say that. But I see it in her attitude, whether she admit it or not.
yeah, facts. Well, thank you for letting me come up, Wiley.
Good
Thank
morning. Thank you.
you.
Hello, Texas. How you doing? Texas born. How you doing? Texas? Texas born. Texas
Hey,
born.
Wally. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me, Wally?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Hey, how you doing, Wally? Good morning. What's up with you?
Doing good.
All right. Quick question. You're not originally from Texas, are you?
what's the meaning of that? I'm originally from my mother's womb.
And I'm talking about, but you're not really from Texas, though. You from Chicago?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a man. I mean, I'm a dude. I have a penis. But yeah, what topics are you talking about? I watch you all the time, but I'm sorry, I had dozed off. But I saw that you was on live stream, and I wanted to speak to you. What's up? I watch the show all the time, but I just wanted to speak to you live.
Oh, you want to speak to me? Yes. Are you trying to flirt with me? Are you heterosexual, gay, bisexual, trans?
I mean myself and I, just like you are.
You said what now?
I said I mean myself and I, just like you are.
Are you bisexual? Okay. So when did I?
No, I didn't say that. I said I mean myself and I.
Oh, you with yourself out. But what did that mean? So who do you sleep with you and yourself and I, or just sleeping with your head?
I'm sleeping with myself.
Oh, so you just play with yourself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I play with myself.
Wiley, you are a comedian.
I'm
You
just
are
asking.
funny.
I'm just asking what you do. You said me, myself, and I, so I'm assuming that you use Vaseline or lube to play with yourself at night.
Well, Wiley, I'm out. Wiley, I call you talk about the topic that you was discussing in your
Oh,
live.
okay.
I'm
Let's
talking
talk about
about
the subject.
bisexual.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the subject. Okay. I got a little off the rail, but go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I think that the whole situation with Candy and Tamar Braxton, it should have been between those two. I feel like because Tamar Braxton has a show that's on Peacock, she wants to get some kind of audience or something. So that's why she was on Andy's show. You know, Andy is a messy ass queen. So I feel like she just started that because Andy has a big audience. So I feel like the only reason why she said that because she wanted to get ratings on her show on Peacock.
I agree. I really, really agree with that. I'm just so glad you called in because I'm assuming this
Yeah,
is your first time calling into the show.
it is. But I have commented in your lives and also when you was on Station Head.
Oh wow! Thank you so very much for commenting on there and supporting the show. I agree. I think Tamar is doing it in love. Tamar, don't block me, please. I think she's doing this for to bring more eyeballs and ears to Tamar because the last time she had got divorced from Vince and then she was accused
Yeah,
of being sick in her body.
and she got fired from the real.
She got fired from the real, and Steve Harvey said he was going to give her a show, and he never came through with that. So yeah, I
Well,
understand.
yeah, because Steve Harvey got fired from his show. So how can you get somebody a show when you got fired from your from the network that
Wait
was supposed
a
to
minute. Wait a
Am
minute, but you're right about that. How can you give her a show?
I wrong?
Well, you're
Yeah.
not wrong. So you spot on the money with that because woof poof that virus. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to. Oh God, I forgot my train of thought. But
Yes.
so do you think that Latasha is just trying to get a come up on this show to get her solo career going on in gospel? Because I don't think how can you be a gospel singer? I mean, everybody's not perfect, like you said in your live. Everybody, we're not angels. Life is short in this world. We are going to die, but this is a bad way to try to get some career, especially when you're approaching your 50s. This is the wrong kind of environment on a reality show on Bravo. And then anyone that's just trying to go solo. I mean, Escape was popping in the 90s, like the early 90s. I was like a little kid. I was born in the 80s. So I know of Escape and SWV. In my opinion, SWV has a more better, you know, songs and track record than Escape. So it's like when Kate was saying in Tiny, they were like, well, we're Escape. We have more million video because they're reality shows, but at the end of the day, the numbers, who's more popular? How many Escape songs do you know compared to SWV?
Mm-hmm. Well,
You know what I'm saying, Wiley?
I'm more I'm your secret. What I need from you is understand.
Yeah, I know that song, but the most popular song is "Who Can I Run To?" But that was a cover of a group. That "Who Can I Run To When I Need Love?" That was the cover song that they did. In my opinion, that's the most popular song.
Yeah, so
But
I hear you. So that's what I have to say about that. And you're right. And then also not only that, Candy and Tiny, they had successful careers in reality television. So in the current
correct.
market, people probably will know Escape more than they will know SWV. Now, if you talk to someone like my mom that was born in the 70s,
Hmm.
she know both groups. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're talking to someone more born in the late 90s, in the early 90s, they probably will not
Yeah, me. Yeah,
know.
yeah. I was born in the 80s. I was born in 87.
You see what I'm saying? So you were just a kid, when
Right.
they were out, and then by the time you came of
Right.
age, they had already broke up. They broke up, I believe, 1998 or 1999. So you was
Yeah, like the 2000 is. Yeah.
yeah. So
I
you
grew up in. Yeah, I grew up in like the 2000s.
yeah. So you probably would know like Destiny Child. You probably
Yeah,
would know,
I remember the four original members.
right. So okay, so you probably would know that group more than you would know SWV. But thank you, brother. Wow. It's so good to hear your voice and you calling in. Thank you so very much for calling in.
All right, thank you for letting me. Well, thank you for accepting my call. When I talk to you, Wiley.
All right, brother. Thank you. All right.
But
Now we also have another person that's gonna dive into and give their thoughts. Good morning, Jess Zoe. You're live on the air.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Sitting here having my cup of tea.
Okay.
um, mm. So Tamar, this goes back to what we were talking about last night. When you have to separate the person, and I stress this all the time, you have to separate the person from the music. You have to pay attention to what a person to what a person show you of who they are. When a person show you who they are, that's exactly who they are. When more than one person is telling you that this is what they experienced dealing with a person, there's something wrong. It gotta be them. Ain't if it's more than two people telling you, oh, I experienced this and that and that and that with this person, then that's just who they are. That's just who they are, and that's Tamar. Every time you turn around, Tamar is getting into a feud, and I like Tamar. You know what I mean? I like Tamar. She's a dope artist. Is she a great singer? I don't think that she's so much of a great singer. You know what I mean? But she's a dope artist. But every time you turn around, it's always an issue with her and someone in the industry. It's always an issue.
That's
I personally think that she should have never even brought that up. I think that she should have just moved on with it and just realize that not everybody's gonna like you. It's like oil and water. You're not gonna always be cool with everybody. Just because y'all both singers don't mean that you're gonna like each other. It is what it is. Just move on, man.
yeah,
That's it.
I hear you on that. And it's in love, Tasha. All right. I'm sorry, in love, Tamar.
Yeah, I mean,
In
like I
love.
said, I don't know her personally, so I can't say anything. Like I can't say that I have any personal feelings about her.
Hold on 1 second, caller. Finish your point, Jezzo.
But it has been shown and proven time and time and time and time again that Tamar is messy, even down to her own sisters.
Oh, okay.
Let's even go there. Like even on Braxton Family Values, Tamar is messy.
Okay.
She's the common denominator when it comes down to her sisters.
Okay. All right. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiley. How you doing?
Doing wonderful.
Great. So I wanted to call in because I feel like I don't comment much, and then when I do, it seems like sometimes my comments are being taken out of context. But first of all, I've been following you for a while, and I know last night I made a comment about if you took the medicine because I know you were drinking the wine, and you like cussed me out.
I didn't cuss. Did I?
Well, you didn't cuss, but you came for me, and I'm like, first of all, I felt bad because I'm like, I wasn't trying to come at you. If you see when I do comment, I'm never like attacking you or anything. Like, I enjoy watching your shows. Obviously the comments can get a little fiery, which, I mean, it is what it is, but I just wanted to call in because I'm like, sometimes when you do attack people or you are defending yourself, it could feel like, damn, you know, like I'm supporting you. I call in. Well, this is like my second time calling in, but like I text you. Sometimes I'm in your station head a lot. So, you know, I just wanted to call in because I'm like, I enjoy watching you, and I think that you're funny.
Are you a medical doctor?
I'm not.
Okay.
But I wasn't saying it in that context. I was saying because on Station Head, you were saying that you were drinking wine and that you weren't going to take your medicine. That's what I was like. Are
you a medical doctor?
I am not, Wiley.
Okay. So I can't take your advice because you're not a medical doctor.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So that's my bad for thinking that I'm, you know, making a comment, and I am apologizing if I offended you.
Yeah, because when you make comments like that, I only listen to my doctor. And a lot of African Americans, they Google something and they think they can just diagnose me, but you're not my medical doctor.
No. And I wasn't trying to do that at all. Honestly, like I have a friend that's one of my best friends is bipolar, and I was talking to her mom about how, because, you know, she goes through things, and I'm like, I told her about you, how like listening to you has made me like, I want her to see that she's not alone, and there's people out there that, you know, go through the same thing. So I wasn't trying to be offensive at all. Sorry.
No,
but yeah,
it's okay.
I know I'm not on topic.
We just have to agree to disagree because I don't see you having that conversation for Jaguar right. I don't see you.
Well, honestly, you're the only show that I've like called in. You're the only show that I really comment on. I might watch these other folks, but I'm not in the comments and stuff. So when people are like, "Oh, they know Jay," I'm like, there's probably a different Jay. Do you know how many Jays are in the comments? Like, I mean, and I should know that. I'm not like trying to take offense, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, I hear your point, and sister,
I'm gonna text you because when your friend passed away, I reached out to you. I'm always in the station head. You'll see my name when you get on station head. Obviously, my name on YouTube is different than it is in station head, but you see my number.
With that come with a donation, or you just gonna be calling for free?
You know what, Wiley? I'll send you a donation. Okay, I got you. Because honestly, you don't even understand. Like last night, you were on live late. I'm in the bed with my boyfriend, and we just watching you. Like he's not watching you, but he knows that I'm watching you a lot. Like he's like,
you in the bed?
Yeah, like I watch you all the time. So I'm like, damn, I had to call in because I don't want you to think I was trying to like attack you or anything, or I'm coming out the bushes.
I didn't take it at that at all.
Okay, and I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice is a little shaky because I'm nervous. Like I'm shy.
I'm just a man that have a lot of viewers, but I'm just a regular man. And I thank you and your boyfriend for watching. Hopefully you and your boyfriend can come to Vegas October the 6th through the 9th.
You know what? I'm thinking about it. We just came from Vegas and it was freezing cold.
Yeah,
so I am thinking about it.
October going to be really nice. Not too cool, not too hot, just really nice. And so, yeah, I would love to see you there. And we go out for and casino and all that good stuff. And I'm about to book my room.
Yeah, when you was doing your meet and greets, I'm like, damn, I wish I was in Houston or was able to go to Dallas. Like, I would have definitely been met you by now. I'm way in Boston. But I just wanted to call in because I'm like, I fucks with you, Wiley, and I'm sorry for swearing. But, you know, I just want you to recognize, like, you know, you do have people that support. And we might not always agree on things, but that's okay.
Yes, I would love that too. We don't have to always agree, but I love the fact that we came together and spoke as human beings. So thank you so very much, man, for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley. I hope you have a great day.
All right, you too. All right, so thank you. Thank you so very much, Jezo, for coming on and your perspective. It's always a good time hearing your voice.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Now, in my close, okay, we want to say thank you. You guys, we have a GoFundMe page up, and we were asking for funds because we want to travel more in the country to do interviews and stuff like that. So we put a GoFundMe page out, and if you want to donate $1, $5, let's get the amount to $500 right now. I think we raised almost up to $400. Let me check the amount. because we did this because we want to travel more. When the election come out, we want to be able to put boots on the ground and go to these places as well, because there's some mics that we want to get for the phone. So when we do interviews, we'll be able to be connected, and things of that nature. Because right now we raised $340, so let's get it to $400 today. So that'll be good. So I'm gonna drop the link in there as well if you all want to contribute. We have a new camera. We also purchased another camera as well. And also we have a team of people that came out and fixed it. And they charged me $125, but we also gave them a $25 tip. So we did that as well. And I love it. And then also they're going to teach me how to edit as well, because if you teach the man how to edit, he don't have to pay editors to edit his work. So that's what it is. Also, my members, if you have a green symbol or if you're on Patreon, we are doing a docuseries, a live docuseries about my father, meeting my father. I am not your secret. I am your son. That is going to start in April. So this is a time to get your membership. We're going to drop a commercial and everything like that. That is going to start in April. So if you're in the building, you all can come through. That's going to be in April. I am not your secret. I am your son. It's going to be a docuseries, and it's going to be that as well. And I got to add some things to it, but that is what it's going to be. And that's going to start in airing on in April. So we're going to get the date on there. It's going to be part 1, part 2 series. We're going to have special guests on, and we also going to bring a woman on that pretty much was helping me to find out my father. It's going to be very emotional, so we ask that you all can come through and support that first episode. Live version going to air in April, so we're gonna announce the date once we drop the video. Okay. So yeah, so we're doing that as well. And so we definitely want to travel more and do all the things as well. So we appreciate y'all coming to the show, showing us love all over the internet. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all massive support. Also, it's so good to see Nicole here. So good to see her back. I see Shantae. I see Blue Sky. I see all the great people. So leave a comment, all right? All right, leave a comment. And it's a song that I want to end up with, okay. Okay, it's a song that I want to, sing before we get out of here. Okay. Okay, I want to sing a song and then we done. I want to sing a song and then we are done. So give me a second here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Love. A word that comes and goes, but few people really knows what it means to really love somebody. Love, though the tears may fade away. I'm so glad your love will stay, 'cause I love you and you show me, Jesus, what it really means to love. Love, a word that comes and goes, but few people really knows what it means to really love somebody. Love, though my tears may fade away. I'm so glad your love will stay, 'cause I love you and you show me, Jesus, what it really means to love. All right. Thank y'all so very much. The nights that I cried, you love me. Come on, y'all. When I should have died and you love me. I never know why you love me. It's the mystery to the now I'm glad to see Jesus. When all of the hope was you love me. You gave me a song and you love me. Now I can go on because you love me. In a mystery, now I'm glad to see Jesus. Oh, wait, I want to sing this part. What it really means to love. Thank y'all so very much for tuning into the Wiley Show. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and show us love. Also, if you want to be a financial blessing to us today, you can always hit the cash out. $ Marquise Wiley 28. We need a keyboard player in order. So if you know anybody that play an instrument that they would love to come on the show and show us love and play an instrument, we will pay for you so we can get a keyboard player. That is going to start at, you can start today by emailing us at wileyshow@gmail.com, because I would love to have a keyboard player. All right. Thank y'all so very much for showing us love and support. Thank y'all so very much. And make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. This is the first time we're streaming on my personal Facebook page. We're streaming on the Wiley Show Facebook page. We also streaming on YouTube, and we also streaming on Twitch as well. Thank you so very much for the awesome support. And we're going to try to do this where we open up a song at the end of the show. Okay. We thank y'all so very much for showing us awesome love. I see y'all right then and there showing us love. Seeing my members showing us love, and definitely do it like that. So my stepdad played a guitar and keyboard. Yeah, so we would love to have that as well. Okay. Thank y'all. Gotta go. Showing y'all awesome love and support. This has been such a great show and an awesome show. We will see y'all in the next episode. Gotta go to an interview today. So y'all pray for us that we get the job, and so we can put more money into this show, so the show can grow. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. I want to say thank you again, producers, moderators, and showing y'all awesome support. And we tried to go live and do after shows on Station here, but of course, some things were going wrong on Station here when it came to that. A lot of things were going wrong over there on Station here. It wasn't allowing me to bring callers on because we wanted to bring a guest on, and it wasn't allowing us to do it. So we're going to reach out to the tech people on Station here right now. We're going to reach out to those tech people because that is things that are going on as well. But we thank y'all so very much. Moderators, continue to be great in the chat. Members, continue to be great. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Okay. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, put God first. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show and show us support. Dallas supporters, we'll be meeting with y'all April the 15th because we're going to the gun range, and I will talk to y'all soon. Peace and blessings to you all. Bye-bye.